you guys, and especially like the skate aspect of it. Like, dude, I saw you had what is that, fully flared playing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
dude,
like,
yeah, making it as authentic as possible, you know,
dude. But that's like, and like, I don't know, man. There's something about like it's like a need to get your authenticity out. It's not like you need to be seen by people, but there's something inside you that's like irking. Like it's fucking.
It's there, yeah.
Dude, and
I have to do something with it, you know, like
yeah. I'm so, dude, I've been struggling with that like crazy. Like I don't know, like snowboarding's always been the outlet where I'm like I can kind of like do what I want, or like. But even this year, dude, like I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's just like there's something that's been like I feel like it's bleeding out of me slowly, and I'm just trying to like like what it just fucking
Something that I've been thinking about a lot lately is like. So there's like the quantum timeline of the universe, how basically like at any given moment, there's like one, like, you know, imagine like a tree root, how there's like one point and then from there's a million different paths that you can go down. And I feel like each decision and action that you take then leads you to a different route on that. And so like, I don't know, I've been doing like meditating and stuff a lot lately and like trying to manifest and like, but I feel like at least in my head, like trying to have like a end goal or like something that I'm working towards of like I want to be a fucking rock star, you know. Dude, but then like what are small actionable steps where if it's the branch, you know, and then I take one step and it goes here and then I'm here and then now I need to take this step to go over
and then
here,
you're at least you're growing you're part of it now.
Dude, yeah, it's so crazy to think about like how many steps I've already taken and how far down into the roots like I've already gotten.
Well, and then it's like like now it's further to go, like bro, to like turn around or like.
Yeah, no worries. So I guess I have to stall for 2 minutes. You guys heard. We do have our sign up sheet up here on the front on the clipboard. I'm happy to pass that around. Start on over here and get that around the room. For our in-studio audience, shout out to Alicia J. Thank you for being here. It's always great to see you. I do like to do a little bit of interaction. I know some of you guys don't know me. Huh? We're good? Oh, so now they can't hear me. So what you guys didn't see on this live stream is that our audio team in the back was actually trashing me, and I quit. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to Sacred Voices Live. We had a little bit of audio issues, but thank you so much for hanging in there with us. We are getting ready to start the show. We're here every second Friday of the month, so you are exactly where you need to be. To our in-studio audience, sorry for the echo. I know I just said all of the things you're about to hear. Now, Sacred Voices empowers BIPOC youth to find their voice, embrace their culture, become community leaders, and promote artistic expression here in the Denver metro area. Now, we do have our sign-up sheet that will be up here on the stool, but we're passing it around the room. Want to get that all filled up. Ideally, we'll be at about 5 to 7 minutes per performance, but I'll definitely let you guys know and can flag you down if necessary, but it doesn't look like I need to tackle anybody in here. Now, our opening act is Namvula. Namvula is a dynamic performing artist whose work blends powerful vocal expression with cultural storytelling and purpose-driven artistry. Rooted in African musical traditions and shaped by global influences, she brings depth, authenticity, and emotional honesty to every stage and studio that she enters. Her performances are not merely musical moments, no. They are lived experiences that honor identity, resilience, and community. Now, whether leading choirs, recording in the studio, or facilitating cultural music exchanges, Namvula carries a presence that is both commanding and nurturing, inviting audiences to listen deeply, reflect meaningfully, and connect across cultures through sound. Please, everyone, give it up for Namvula.
Baxabene okam bexabana ngengxoxo bexakwe inxuba xaka Baxabene ayokam bexabana ngengxoxo bexakwe inxuba xaka hey leqi iqheya laqinge qingeni belikhatha ikhoto lequde ayayileqi iqheala qingeni belikhatha ikhoto lequde. As you can tell, I'm sort of like trying to do my lip trill and vocal warm up all at once, but that's just a song that Miriam Makeba would have sung when she was exiled. I think it's a younger generation. Some of you might not know Miriam Makeba, but you might know Miriam. Yeah. So my name is Nomvula, and I would like to journey with you in this beautiful song called Humanity. I believe we are not defined by the circumstances that we are born in or that we are born in. So my music is advocacy and if this is being human, no, I don't want it. If this is being liberated, no, I don't need it. Animosity, hatred, segregation, prejudice, no, I don't want it. We don't need it. If this is being human, no, I don't want it. If this is being liberated, no, I don't need it. Animosity, hatred, segregation, prejudice, no, I don't want it. We don't need it. We carry yesterday in the rhythm of our bones. Every scar a lesson, every tear a tone. If we listen to the echoes of where we have been, we can choose the future where healing begins. Animosity, hatred, segregation, prejudice, no, I don't want it. We don't need it. Animosity, hatred, segregation, prejudice, no, I don't want it. We don't need it. No, I don't want it. We don't need it. If this is being human, no, I don't want it. If this is being liberated, no, I don't need it. It seems times have changed, but to it seems times have changed, but humanity away, humanity away, humanity away. Animosity, hatred, segregation, prejudice, no, I don't want it. We don't need it. That was composed when I was in Minnesota, which was a few weeks back. I believe in humanity. I love doing tributes. This is a tribute to Miriam Makeba. She's one of my inspirations to why I'm continuing to do music. Yeah? If you know the song, you can sing it. My people, open your eyes and answer the call of the drum. Frelimo, your eternal flame has shown us the light of dawn. Minnesota, America, home of the brave. Our nation will soon be as one. Frelimo, your eternal flame has shown us the light of dawn. The song the words is Aluta continua. Mozambique, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. That's what you're singing. In America, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. One more time. In Colorado, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. In America, Aluta continua, oh Aluta continua, continua. And to those who have given their lives, praises to thee. Husband and wife, all thy children shall reap what you sow. This continent is whole. My brothers and sisters, stand up and see. Eduardo Montane is not gone. Frelimo, your eternal flame has shown us the light of dawn. Yeah. Are we ready to do one more time? Aluta continue. We are enough. I mean, an ensemble is just 2-3 people, right? We're 2 or 3 together. Let's go. Minnesota, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. In Colorado, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. In Azania, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. In Nigeria, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. Oh, in Togo, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. In Somalia, Aluta, oh, Aluta continua, continua. In America, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. In Colorado, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. In America, Aluta continua, Aluta continua, continua. Because there's no one who is free if there are people that are not free. So the struggle continues. This is a song that Miriam Makeba composed while she was in exile. And it just simply means the struggle continues. Is it not continuing? Are we not orators, storytellers in our communities, in our own way? We're using the pen as the weapon because we're not going to use the guns. The time is past. We've lived through that time. I'm going to do one more song, which is Pearls. And I penned down a poem. I penned down a poem that I'd like to share with you guys. It's called When a Citizen Helps a Foreigner. How many people are here who are citizens? Citizens of America. Thank you. Thank you for helping foreigners. Thank you. When a citizen helps a foreigner, it is more than kindness. It is power choosing mercy. It is someone standing on familiar ground and saying, you can stand here too. Because citizenship is not just a passport. It is knowing the rules. It is knowing the language of officers. It is the shortcuts that are not written down. So when you help me, you lend me more than your hands. You lend me orientation. And gratitude rises. Not because I'm beneath you, but because you did not look away. When a citizen helps a foreigner, gratitude becomes a bridge. It says, you saw me before you judged me. You did not ask me to end my humanity. You did not remind me that I was a guest. You did not make help feel like charity. You helped without shrinking me. And that matters. Because too often, help comes with conditions. Kindness arrives with lectures. But when you help and you do not humiliate, when you explain instead of scolding, when you guide and not gatekeep, you restore dignity to someone surviving systems, not just circumstances. Gratitude lives there. Not in obedience, not in indebtedness, but in this truth. You could have turned away as a citizen, and you didn't. When a citizen helps a foreigner, it teaches the world something revolutionary. That borders do not cancel compassion, that belonging can be practiced. The most powerful document is not stamped, it is a human heart. Choosing to open your heart to foreigners. Thank you. This song is called Pearls. I came to the US 2025 blessed to be able to cover some of these beautiful classics by musicians I grew up listening to. This is how she's dying. Angazi wenziwe ngawo. Ngingathanda ukuba nesimo. She cries to the heavens above. There is a stone in my heart. She lives a life she didn't choose, and it hurts my precious. Hurts like brand new shoes. Go slow, go slow. And it hurts like brand new shoes. Ooh, like brand new shoes. You're the soul. You're the soul. There is no mountain. There is no mountain. There is no man in Venezuela. There is no man in Iran. There is no man in Mexico. There is no man in China. There is no man in Zimbabwe. There is no man in America. There is no man in Australia. There is no man in America. There is no This is how I'm dying for humanity. Oh, I'm not singing how I am. You're so it's like brand new shoes. It hurts like brand new shoes. I'm a believer in creation. Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you've got the love I need to see me through. Sometimes it seems the going just too rough, and things go wrong no matter what I do. Now and then it seems like life is just too much. But you've got the love I need to see me through. Lord, Lord, you've got the love I need to see me through. Lord, you've got the love I need your love. Lord, you've got the love. Only your love completes me. Lord, you've got the love. Ay, 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 ay. You've got the love I need to see me through. You've got the love to see me through, Lord. Lord, you've got the love. Only your love completes me. Lord, you've got the love. Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you've got the love I need to see me through. Sometimes it seems the going's just too rough, and things go wrong no matter what I do. Now and then it seems like life is just too much. But you've got the love I need to see me through. Lord, Lord, you've got the love. Only your love is real. Lord, you've got the love. I need you, Lord. Lord, you've got the love. Only your love is real and it completes me, Lord. Oh, you've got the love. You are my Savior. I need you, my Redeemer. I need you, my Restorer. I need you, Lord.
Now, wait a minute. Namvula, get back up here respectfully, please. Please, ma'am, please. She's like, let me get some water. Give it up one more time for Namvula. Can you pretty please let the people know how to spell your name, where they can find you online, where they can support you, what's next, all the things.
Okay. My name is Nomvula, Nomvula. Nomvula simply means mother of rain. I was born on a rainy day. I'm from South Africa. I am currently working on a history of house project with Dennis Latroit, which is the reimagining of house music. So this is music that we grew up listening to in South Africa. I know to most people, they think Africa doesn't listen to EDM house. We do. So to be able to come at this stage and be able to be part of that project, that's what I'm currently doing here in Colorado. I've been privileged to travel between Colorado, Minnesota, and LA, and we are hoping to take this to London and other spaces. So when this call came through, I was really excited about it because I believe in cohesion. I believe in culturally knowing the spaces that you are in, because the only way we are going to win as humans is humanity, through humanity, and that is through cultural and music exchanges. I go to schools, I go to corporate spaces. I just love creating music. I love collaborations. So I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Wow. Just absolutely beautiful. Each piece just felt so intentional. Your voice is just gorgeous and so soulful, and like we're just in the back just staring at the screen. Like it was just absolutely incredible. Thank you for being here. You are now part of the Sacred Voices family, so welcome. And yeah, that's how we like to start the show. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I'm trying to play it cool, but yeah, that's, I don't know. I'm very, you know what I mean? Like it's when you're in the presence of just very like talented people, I think it is necessary to like not gawk per se, but just really like give you your flowers, even though I am just like, like, but yes, just thank you so much. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, well, this is Sacred Voices Live. Again, thank you so much, Namvula. And I want to point you guys to these little QR codes. It's the square box with the squiggly lines. At any point during the show, feel free to use your phone, scan that code. There's some goodies on there, information about Sacred Voices aside from what I'll say, as well as like a donation link. We survive off donations. We are a nonprofit organization based here in Denver, Colorado. We do a lot of amazing youth programming, and we're just looking to expand as much as we can. So every little bit helps. So thank you so much for being here, truly. And this open mic that we do every second Friday is completely free. We'll never charge y'all to walk through that door, ever. If anybody charges you a red cent, you tell me and I'll handle it. All right. Yeah, good stuff. All right. So we are going to get ready to get into our open mic portion. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that they are paying me to tell you guys. Nope. It's a free will moment. All right. So a lot is going on in the world, obviously. And so it's very important, in my opinion, that we all take the time out to touch each other within community, right? And this moment right here, sharing this space, is us touching one another in the most appropriate of ways and in the most spiritual of ways, truly. So truly, like, thank you for being here. I want to share a poem and then we'll get right into that open mic portion, all right? Let's do a little call and response. If you're feeling good, say woo! Woo! All right, everybody's feeling good, which means we're going to talk about war. You know, no one ever wins a war. Just take a look at history and all that came before. No one ever, and I mean no one, truly ever wins a war. How can anyone expect world changes from the senseless murder of strangers, strangers to us and strangers to their killers, yet we all bear the scars and danger dances within us? Contempt and distrust rise triumphant from the dust. Not a single drop of blood spilled is necessary or just. And yet it goes on. An eye for an eye, a bomb for a bomb. People flee from their countries and the war rages on. And for what? What's it solving? Stuck in a loop, a door revolving, revolvers handed to misguided fighters to intimidate and destroy, to decimate and incite us to respond with yet more bombs. Who started what is not the focus that matters, but endless retaliation leaves families in tatters. Towns turn to rubble, hope turns to horror. Today turns to terror, what's left for tomorrow? It is a hollow sort of victory that sees those written down in history only have their notoriety because of the hurt they cause society. And whilst hurt breeds fear, fear builds walls, walls divide still further, and division kills us all. And what's it for? No one ever wins a war. It doesn't bring freedom or friendship, and more, it doesn't unite communities or legitimize a cause. No one ever wins a war. That was by Miss Moem. Thank you. All right. So now let's get it started. I could do like a little Russian roulette. Right? Keep them guessing. The lovely Seth. How are we feeling? You want to come on up? All right, give it up for Seth.
We'll keep it on the microphone. Hi, everyone. I'm going to read a couple of poems from my recently published novella. It's titled The Reluctant Messiah. It follows a group of poets and musicians who travel the country speaking truth to power and getting into trouble for it. I have a long poem, and what I do is I break it up in verses that begin each chapter, and it's one of the poems that gets my lead character in trouble. So it's titled Nothing New, the Root of It All. There is nothing new under the sun. Those who fail to learn from history stumble along a forked tongue in the road, the art of the steel, the root of all evil. Lucifer slips another log on the fire, ear cocked to the bully on the pulpit. That little man, thick black mustache, fist pummeling his palm, face orange with fury as he blames Armageddon on liberals, communists, homosexuals. Welcome back. It's Germany, 1933. Here's a banana for your republic. There is nothing new under the sun. Those who fail to learn, condemned. King Don, the art of the con, putting his cloak of unaccountability on. You reap what you sow. What could possibly go wrong? Philistine storm the castle, picnic on the White House lawn, yet you find it a hassle to blame the man behind the curtain. Certain if you give him a get-out-of-jail-free card, well, what could possibly go wrong? You reap what you sow. There is nothing new under the sun. Not the first time Machiavelli pulled an ace from the middle of the deck to claim the crown, an orange-faced clown mumbling Orwellian doublespeak, brewing a stew that bubbles and hates, confusion and chaos pounding at the gate. Citizens scratch their heads, shrug their shoulders, then ask, "What's for dinner?" Man does not live by bread alone. Not the first time an emperor with no clothes ordered the rounding up of scapegoats while his minions humped the golden goose in broad daylight. Silk ties to match their tongues, 30 pieces of silver for any who go along. There is nothing new under the sun. Those who fail to learn, condemned to repeat, repeat, repeat. Blame those people over there. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Eliminate any who disagree. Silence your opponents in the name of free speech. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Wash, rinse, spin cycle, repeat. Send in troops when all else fails, and it always fails. Nothing new under the sun. Still the belly-aching almighty dollar groans, quid pro quo, leading back to Rome. Caligula stepping out of the closet, Nero twiddling his thumbs, one playing Monopoly, the other Game of Thrones. Deception dons the judge's robe. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Power corrupts, and absolute power? Ban books from libraries, condemn universities and any preferring to think for themselves. Ignorance is bliss, easy to dazzle with sleight of hand. Now you see it, now you won't. There is nothing new under the sun. Not the first time corruption grabbed hold of the handlebars, steering the pursuit of happiness towards a precarious cliff. Justice with its hands in its pockets, while love of money, the root of it all, rearranges your Supreme Court's docket. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and sometimes that's just enough. Not the first time. Those who fail to learn from history, condemned. There is nothing new under the sun. And this poem is actually performed by two people in my book, but I'm only one person, so. Do unto others what you would have them do unto you. This is what the Christians say. But Confucius said that too. Do not do unto others what you would not have them do unto you. Though they say it different ways, it's the same golden rule. Hurt not others in ways you yourself find hurtful. This is how the Buddhists have it phrased. While the Hindus say, if you do not to others what you would not have them do to you, you'll be happy all your days. Could it really be true? Could both us and they believe the same golden rule? Desire for your brother what you would have him desire for you. This is what the Muslims say. But the Indians believe that too. Let me not judge my neighbor till I have walked a mile in his shoes. Though they say it different ways, it's the same golden rule. What is hateful to you, do not do unto your neighbor. That's the law and the wisdom of the Jews. Regard your neighbor's gain as your own, his loss as yours loss too. The Taoists say that. Though they say it different ways, it's the same golden rule. Could it really be true? Though we wear different clothes, speak different languages, eat different food, we all believe the same golden rule. I'll mention this is my website. If my book is of any interest to you, that's where you can find out about it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Seth. That was absolutely lovely. And for those streaming online, the shirt says "Waging Art." Seth, when did you know you wanted to wage art? That's a that's a tough one, huh? Yeah.
I will say I decided to pursue a life of becoming a writer around 16 or 17. And one of my personal goals was to figure out the truth for myself. And now I can answer your question. It was actually after I graduated college, and I decided, okay, I am going to be a writer. And what do I want to do? Through reading other writers, I was able to heal myself. And so my desire, what I've decided the most worthwhile thing that I could do with my life is do what these writers have done for me and help other people realize the truth of things and therefore be able to help themselves and also to make communities a lot better. So I'm going to say I graduated at like age 21. So that's when I decided to wage art.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. I truly appreciate you. I love that, waging art. Because I noticed your shirt earlier and the fact that it's also your marketing using your shirt. Love it. Talented, creative, and a marketing specialist. Love that. Love that, sir. The wind told the grass, and the grass told the trees told the bushes, and the bushes told the bees. The bees told the robin, and the robin sang out clear, wake up, spring is here. Happy spring, guys. I know it's right around the corner. Moving right along. Godwin, how are you feeling, sir? You want to come on up? Please give it up for Godwin.
I'm emotional now. Those are good performances. Hello, my name is Godwin. I have a few poems for you. Reminders from us. 1. I'm 4'0", still learning 9 times whenever when the lights turn off and kids start acting like I'm Harry Houdini. When lunchtime comes, I smell the delectable scent of a Rio Gras. A few days later, the African booty scratcher jokes start. 2. Disappointment transcends language. My father may not understand that my teacher thinks I get distracted easily. He does understand anything less than great. I overhear a kid with worse grades than me asking his parents for a pizza party. Our homes may be on the same block, but they aren't all that similar. 3. I'm 5 foot and some change watching fledgling voices crack through a musical. Is that white dude the Peter Guero? Okay, sure. Wait, nah, they got a white girl playing Nina? I'm telling my boy what I saw, and he asked me, what's the problem? The problem? I can name every white person in this school in 1 minute. 4. My little brother is crying in our living room. My father's shaking his head in defeat. My mom's just repeating, wow, and yeah, as though warring between two feelings. I can't believe it. It's nothing new. 5. My mom told me not to bring food from home to school. Kids won't like how it smells. I came home crying. My mom only said 2 words. 6. I'm almost 6 feet. Uni is all virtual. I'm skating down hills around my old school. The teachers won't miss me in class anyways. The other day while driving Postmates, I got called the N-word. Not too far off from what they would call me inside these buildings I ride around. 7. I'm dropping my coworker off at her house. She calls me kind. Truth is, if I don't play polite and coy with her, that's my job. We round the corner when she says, right here is fine. Why? Her dad is looking out the window. For men, like me. 8. I'm 6 foot flat now. It happens again. Every 4 years, I get a national affirmation. A message from us, spanning 3.81 million square miles, that reminds me, I don't belong here. I've only got 2 words. That's sadder than I remember it being, but yeah, I know. Sorry, I was sitting in it. Here I got, I think, one more for you. This piece is called Y'all Not Seeing Korra for Real. I won't deny the charges. Aang is the better avatar if you're used to shit being sweet. For those of us who don't get to spend 100 years hiding from the history that's created our current condition, yeah, Korra is the truth. I've been searching for a woman who breathes fire and who could suck the air from my lungs since I was a little winged lemur listening to pro bending bouts. That's why I'd always crawl towards my mom over my pops, or why I love the girl with beaded braids and straight A's, and why I love the avatar who always has something to say. When I say I love black women, what I mean is I've watched them fight for a nation of peace since before they could even live in one. I mean, I've seen them move Earth, only for people to throw dirt on the beauty they've shaped. I mean, I've seen Korra change the world, only for fake philosophers and self-hating uncles fixing their mouths to reject her worth. I mean, I've seen avatars my entire life, fight till sweat erodes flesh, then get nothing but a towel and post-traumatic stress. I won't deny the charges. Aang is the better avatar. If you've never seen Korra and called that sight love, thank you.
Godwin, Sir Godwin. I just want this sound bite. Okay? We won't use it anywhere else but here, right here on tonight's stream. Can you say what you had told me about wizards and what you had told everybody about wizards real quick?
Everybody want to be a wizard, but don't nobody want to be a wizard.
Thank you. Give it up one more time for Godwin. When I was first, coming onto the Sacred Voices scene and became more aware of what this is, Godwin was one of the first people I actually saw perform. And he did a piece where he had referenced said wizard. And it's great. So, please connect with him if you have the opportunity. Very talented. Thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. Have courage, my love. Have courage. Be strong. For times like these, they shall not last long. They are but a whisper, a speck on the line of a life so beautiful, so loved, so entwined. So take my strength, love, and hope, and do not back down, for we need you, my love. Making sand castles and flipping frowns. My love, my life, have courage and faith that all will be well. For whatever happens, know this. I'm here. We're here in this as one. You and I, forever strong. Thank you. Moving right along, Alicia J. Davis. Are you ready, love? All right, give it up for Alicia J. Davis.
I think that'll work. All right, I think we're good. Thank you, Sarah. Everybody give it up for Sarah D. All right. Hi, Sacred Voices. Happy to be here. I haven't been here in a minute. And I'm just shouting out next month. I'm actually the featured poet. So if you like what you hear in the next couple of minutes, come back because I'll get to do it for 30 minutes, which I'm excited for. I'm going to do 2 poems tonight. The first one is called Daughter. Dear sister, do you remember us talking? I said, do you know how men will look at you in disapproval and think it matters? I am filled with an ungodful sourness, a rage of pulled muscles, ruptures, scrapes, clenched fists, and forgotten breaths. And it no longer matters. Thank the heavens. I am now beautiful. Will soon be called daughter. Will always be remembered again as child and not as son. That was an empty promise, a tension that I never could have honored, and we both know it. I am something much more dangerous and volatile. an elephant in the room, out of the closet, elegant, sometimes rude, holding for the inevitable applause. No longer miserable. In other words, vibrant. We both know now that all men are secretly tender, that we women are strenuously fashioned, the stitching holding their clothes together, the basket for everything they can't carry in the world. The truth that those not afraid of their most tender and true secret are the most fun. You and I are doomed to be much more serious. Thank you. Yeah, glad you guys liked that one. All right, this next poem is actually the title poem of my full-length manuscript, which I am still trying to get published, but I just actually submitted it to another place today. So here's hoping. It's a numbers game. I had my poetry mentor tell me that it's persistence is more important than talent. You just gotta go, keep filling that spreadsheet up, keep going, you know. Congratulations on your book though. Like that, I loved that poetry. That was beautiful, Seth. All right, this poem is called Memory of a Girl. When I was a child, I used to recite family memories, my own oral history. I could tell you everything that happened at a family dinner years ago. I performed my little details of what funny uncle did, when my sisters argued over if anyone would listen. I think I did this because I could hardly grip them. They would say I had the best memory. I was absent. I was a camera. I was a gender's empty glass. Now that I'm a woman, living in joy, living incorporated in my body, living through a medical freedom for the first time, I feel alienated when my girlfriend describes certain moments from her childhood. I evaporated as a gift to others, as a defense mechanism. I hardly remember a damn thing. Dirt under fingernails. I could scrape it for you and place it on a white plate. I wonder if we could play a different game of getting to know each other instead. One where I'm just present and kissing you, talking about what should be made for breakfast tomorrow. I'll wear an apron without a wig and sing for you. Thank you. I only prepared 2 tonight, sir, so I only prepared 2. So
No pressure, no pressure. Alicia J. Davis. I remember when you popped up in this space at some point last year, maybe last fall, maybe last summer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's always lovely to see you. Thank you so much for sharing. I love that you continue to write. Thank you for, sharing what makes your voice sacred. It's great. We love you too, In the back room there, they told me to remind you guys, we got these squares with the squiggly marks, and you just scan that with your phone. It's called a QR code. There's good stuff on there, so please feel free to stay connected. If you're having a good time, can I hear you say, mm-hmm? Nice. That was it felt good. Not quite ASMR, but my ears perked. I definitely perked up. I'm probably going to mess with you guys a little bit later and do some sort of interactive something. I won't pick on you too bad, but it'll be fun for me. Moving right along. Aaliyah, how do you pronounce your last name? Kiel? Aaliyah J. Kiel? That's pretty. Should I say it all together or just Aaliyah J. Kiel? Okay, perfect. All right, so coming up, we have the lovely who came and found the clipboard. So I know that she has something to tell us, okay? Please give it up for the lovely Aaliyah J. Kiel.
Yeah, this is good. I have to be honest, I thought I was signing up to attend, but here I am. And I will deliver. Originally, I had a song, but I love the ambiance of poetry that we have tonight. So I would love to share one of mine that I have written. Yes. Is this what favor feels like? The soothing voice that calms the storms behind my eyes and keeps my wells at bay so I don't feel the need to cry. Still I cry out in joyful noise. My heart can't stay silent. When chaos crept, you kept my being straight in your alignment, away from danger, far from strangers, and all meaning harm. Upon my life, wisdom is a gift that keeps me close in your arms. To know you are my king, my rock, my very own salvation. I sing for you, my beloved one. In praise, my soul is stationed. Abundantly obliged to repay the debt I could never satisfy. Yet every breath I take is my goal to try. No, I do have a song, but it was written by someone else. Okay. Okay. We can do whatever, this is a whole vibe right here. I do have the track. Yeah. This is right here. Lots are popping, by the way, sister.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
As are the curls.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. I came here minutes after my friend today. I haven't seen her all day yet, and still we're matching. That's just how love works.
They don't have a dongle, but would you be open to emailing it to us? Email us the link.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Perfection. And this is live entertainment.
I know.
I love it. This is also collaboration. Go actually send it to me. Wait, was it a YouTube video?
It is.
Oh, sweet.
That's what's up.
That works.
Right.
Do you mind showing her that, and then I'll stall for a little bit, and then we'll just probably come right back up? Sweet. All right, while we get that track up, you already did bless us, though, so I'm still going to say, give it up for Aaliyah J. Kiel. And she's not done. She said there was a song. But because they're figuring out the audio stuff, I get to mess with you guys now. So, easy enough. We're going to split the room right here. Seth and everyone over there. Y'all are here. Miss Bianca, you and everybody over here. I'll try to keep it simple because I don't want to scare you guys. Do you want to be the ooh or the ah? I'd like you're just like no. You said ah? You want to be ooh? Yeah. Okay, see? So let me make sure I got it. So you're the ooh and you're the ah. Okay. So I won't take too much time. All right. Yeah. Feel free to stomp if you have the ability. Feel free to clap if you have the ability. Feel free to nod if you got the ability, all right? So that's our pulse. And y'all are keeping that pulse. We sound good. We're all one right now. I love it. Now remember, you keep the pulse. You all are my ooh side, okay? You all are my ah side. I'm going to work with the oohs. Now, do we want to do it like a melodic ooh or just like a ooh? What are we thinking? I know we got options. They're just staring at me. You think about it?
I'm tone deaf.
You're tone deaf? Let me hear your best ooh. That's the note we have to hit. Ooh, ooh. Make sure you breathe. Ooh, ooh. Keep that going. Ooh. Y'all are my ah section, okay? Do we want to do like a ah, like it's relief? Or do we want to do like a ah, like a ah? Follow Bianca. Ah, whatever your timing, girl. Ooh. Ah. Keep it going. Make sure you're breathing. Are they helping you out? There we go. Keep it going. Now I gotta think about something to do because this is what I get paid to do as a star. Girl, you think, right? Let the incense burn. I've been nocturnal, crescent like essence. Does lunar concern you? Well, I pray, but my eyes are wide awake. I got no hideaway. Well, I can find my way. Freaked out on a snap guitar string. Off tune snooze meets blends of harmony. Fond of me, guess I dig you too. Within petty grooves. Hey. Did we find the song? They did? Because I'll keep going. Okay, perfect. Now I'm ready. And let the choir cease. Excellent. Give it up for yourselves. Seth, you really got me. Seth said, for those who can't hear on the stream, Seth said to me, I'm tone deaf, right? Is that what you said? He's tone deaf. And then he hits a beautiful ooh, like vibrato and everything. Amazing, Seth. Amazing to the oohs, and thank you to the ahs. Appreciate y'all. We're almost ready. Yeah? Okay, sweet. All right, give it up one more time for Aaliyah J. Kiel.
In the darkest valley, may my heart be still as I seek your face, call on your name. I'll fall before you, singing your praise. Lift my hands to the sky as your peace washes over. Like a wave passing down over my head. Falling tears from my eyes as my flesh becomes a martyr. My heart open, mind renewed, for I am saved. Let your spirit fall. Let your spirit fall, let your spirit fall. The path that I walk down calls me to be new. And as I turn to take uncharted ways, I put my trust in you. My heart, it sings songs of desperation, love, admiration. How I need you here with me. As your peace washes over, like a wave crashes down over my head. Falling tears from my eyes as my flesh becomes a martyr. My heart open, mind renewed, for I am saved. As your peace washes over, falling tears from my eyes, my heart open, mind renewed, for I am saved. Thank you. And that is Midnight Blues by R.A.
We love a musical break. We love a musical break. Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Aaliyah, Jay, Keo, for sharing what makes your voice sacred. Thank you for sharing your poetry. Thank you for sharing your lovely voice. Appreciate you. Yeah. Is this your first time here? Okay, cool. Nice. She said yes for those on the camera. Well, welcome. You're now a part of the Sacred Voices family. We're so happy to have you. We are gearing up for our featured performer this evening. The beautiful Bianca Mikahn is here to bless us. But before that, we have a couple more poets that are going to bless the mic. And the next is Mateo. Please give it up for Mateo.
Awesome. What's up, y'all? How we doing? Good to see everyone. Alrighty, y'all. So I was once again peer pressured to sign up for the open mic. So I will be, sharing something tonight. I feel like a lot of my writing lately has been very abstract and kind of just more like introspective. So, we're just going to be sharing the little rough drafts tonight. But yeah, this is kind of what's been on my mind. So this next piece is called Meditations on Fear and Desire. And yeah, it was just me kind of thinking about those concepts. 1. The root of all fear is the original fear of death, where our umbilical cord cut our life source from our mothers and we had to breathe for ourselves for the first time. The fear of being alone is the fear of dying. We were all born screaming and crying. 2. The root of all desire is the desire to live, the desire to breathe on our own. The root of all suffering is attachment to our desires. We attach the most to our romantic partners, even when they cannot be the source of our true security. Just ask the divorce rate, the rising rates of loneliness in our generation. Just ask your parents or your last situationship if she'll even text you back. 3. Love is an inherently chaotic state. Scientists theorize that when a human falls in love, the areas of decision-making and reason are inhibited in the brain, a selected trait over millions of years of evolution to ensure that humans would procreate. Because really, who in their right mind would choose to fall in love and have kids with all of the ways that can possibly go wrong, especially today? The only thing scarier than love is the idea of being alone. My mom and dad were codependents. My father was an addict. I wonder how much of their insatiable desire was born inside of me, a karmic burden that I carry. The gift and curse of experiencing life in extremes, an artist's madness. Love is the twin of my grief. Even in moments of calm, my mind seeks chaos, a palpitating heart, attempting to rewrite stories with new endings. I almost don't feel in control of my own hands when they reach for familiar vices, familiar stories, writing tales as old as time. 4. Knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape. Bell hooks. I am learning how to take care of myself, which means I am learning how to be alone. I play the question game with a girl who I only know for the night, and she asks me when the last time I loved someone was. I remember what Bell Hooks said, and I am afraid to tell her I don't think I've ever actually loved anyone. Hard as I have tried, I don't think I ever learned how. The answer doesn't seem casual enough, reads too philosophical for a hookup, so I rattle off a list of short flings and broken dreams. We keep being intimate and keep things chill, whatever that means. The truth is, my past loves have only received me in half, no matter how badly that I wanted them. I expect that they never loved me wholly either. Not a single relationship I was in was ever enough to make me love myself. Try hard as I did, I never should have given them a task I was meant to finish. Loving them from lack. Do you know how selfless you must be to truly love another person? We teach people how to love each other as a fantasy. I have broken hearts with my indecision. I didn't know how to love yet. I'm not alone in this. I'm just no longer afraid to say it, to face my own reflection in humanity's face. I think this means I am learning how to truly love. 5. Intergenerational trauma can be both genetic and environmental. When we enter into codependent relationships with others, they are a reflection of our broken parents and their broken parents, and so on and so forth. I used to dream about having the perfect relationship, a forever kind of love. When I learned that death will take everything and everyone we care for, including ourselves, eventually, we shouldn't belabor this fact, and I have also accepted that we shouldn't fight it either. Yet, we shouldn't take the small moments for granted, no matter how brief. Each one has its place. This is why Mexicans celebrate our dead. Our bodies will one day return to the earth, but I'd like to believe that the love that we gave will still be here. I don't know if I believe in God, but I'd like to call this faith. It takes great courage to come home to our unresolved grief, to acknowledge our mortality. It is more pleasant to forget, to run and run from our fear, as if we could escape. 6. Sometimes I wish I didn't love so softly, like the inside of a rose petal, like melting chocolate, but I think this is why people fall in love with me. Thank you.
Job. Wow. Now, Mateo is actually a board member of Sacred Voices. So, you know, he holds it down back there and does board things. And then he comes out here and expresses himself. And we're like, oh, he has a heart. Oh. No, we appreciate you, Mateo. You're already a family. You're part of the family. You were part of the family before I was a part of the family. So thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred, sir. Give it up one more time for Mateo. All right. A little bit of housekeeping. Don't get irritated with me. It's just what we have to do sometimes, all right? There's a square up here and it has the squiggly lines, all right? They told me to tell you to go ahead and scan it. This open mic costs about $580 every month to put on. Additionally, about 15% of our annual budget comes from individual giving. Currently, we average about $75 a month in donations. Every little bit gets us closer to having this event be fully community funded. Now, we served just over 1,000 people in our workshops and open mics last year, which is huge. If every one of them became a monthly donor at $7 a month, our organization would be fully funded with no need for grants. Unfortunately, we've had a little bit of bad luck recently. We've missed out on a few grants and could just use some support. Now, if you can't, please don't feel obligated. Do not feel guilty or anything like that. Like, we all living in this world. Yes, we are. Nonetheless, I think we still have 2 more people, right? Sydney, is it Gordon? Good drum? Good drum. Okay. All right. Perfect. We have 2 more people on our list this evening. Please give it up for Sydney Goodrum.
I was like my friend over here. I wasn't going to do anything, but be inspired by wonderfulness because you guys creatives are where it's at. I'm just going to take this out because I'm too tall for that. All right. I have a few poems I'd like to share. And kind kind of in I don't know, the spirit of how this night is going. For me, I'm still a licensed speech therapist, but right now I'm working as a preschool teacher. And so a lot of the kids that I served can't use their voices. So I found a space where I feel like now that I'm not in speech therapy, oddly, those kids really can express themselves, which is through art. So I'm a visual artist now, pre-K during the day, art by night. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But my first poem is called Rat Race. 9 to 5s and me oh my's were in the rat race. The daily grind of paper kind and million-minute pace. Trying to find that peace of mind, that time to relax and rest. We often don't realize we fail the mental test. Tick, tock, clock ticks. No time to call in sick. Can today bring more surprises? Will we ever sleep a lick? Who creates this madness that never seems to stop? Endless work and activities until you suddenly drop. A call to tranquil waters and sources that are divine is greatly needed today for all of mankind. We choose our jobs and status over maturity and love because we don't submit ourselves to our Father up above. 9 to 5s and me oh my's were in the rat race lanes. The only thing that halts us is the virus so insane. COVID-19 stopped all the world completely in its tracks and opened up our eyes urgently to the basic things we lacked. 9 to 5s and me oh my's, we lived the rat race life with people taking residence in hospitals several weekly nights. The rest of us, honestly, were blessed to be alive. What will we do with our tick-tock, our inner clock, our dreams buried inside? Will we return to the rat race, living an unfulfilled life? To change our inner life and shift our priorities, sorry, I missed a line, or make the best of this was during that time, coronavirus to change our inner life and shift our priorities to lessen all the strife. 9 to 5s and me oh my's were in the rat race time. Will we sprint towards the ever-moving finish line or choose to step outside? Okay, and then this one is called New Beginnings, which I think we all do or experience very often. The hurt remains inside, behind closed doors and wounded hearts, it resides, eating away at her insides. Time she stopped pleasing, stopped listening to abide by their rules, their system, their lies, left broken. The pieces that define her can easily be put back together. Hatred weighing no more than a feather. When her newly designed self falls away from its prison and tether, she will easily weather the storm. So this last one was, I submitted to the NAACP competition back in high school, and I kind of thought it was pretty dark, so I changed it from, the title was Crimson Flames, but now it's just Sacrifice. Before my eyes, the house is transformed. Against a dark curtain of night adorned, God wills me to sprint in and rescue my family from the fire within. Once inside, I'm in an impenetrable wooden cage, feeling the intense heat of the blaze. Crimson, yellow, red, and black claws scratch at my skin, whipping and crackling again and again. My mind flashes to my child's smiling face. I call upon all my strength to win this race. Flames are gnawing at my heels, forcing me to fall and kneel, wheeling me into a deep abyss. I have been caressed by the flames' kiss. Behind a choking mist, my daughter appears before my eyes. I must make haste to carry her outside. Down the stairs and out the door she flies. Her blessed escape is the sign that my life is the end of the line. For the claws tickle at the nape of my neck, thrashing down my body, destroying my trek. I scream with panic as the fire disintegrates my flesh. My skin hangs like a screen of mesh. The floor has swallowed the house and I whole. We are of one level. My thoughts and body are a pile of ash. No longer will I fight or thrash. The moon stares down at what's left of me. She is safe at last, and I am free. So that was actually inspired by one of my coaches, basketball coaches, who actually saved their child from a fire and was really kind of disfigured on his face from that. And I just thought it should be told. And so my Instagram is Miss City Creates, and I have my own community night this Friday. See me about it later. But anyway, thank you. Thanks.
Sydney, you've been here at least once before, right? No?
No, I saw it on Instagram and I sent it to her.
Yeah?
So we came.
We got 2 first timers. Is it you all's first time as well? Wow. Yeah. Oh man, which location was that? Oh my goodness, throwback. Yeah. Well, welcome back. I know things have changed, but yeah, welcome back and welcome as first timers. Give it up one more time for Sydney Goudreau. All right. It's almost about that time again for the lovely Bianca Mikahn. We have one more on the list. It looks like someone by the name of Mateka Holiday. Pronouns Voorhees. I am Jason. As in Jason Voorhees? No? Okay. Am I being trolled right now? It's Friday the 13th, you know? So I'm like, we got 2 Friday the 13th, last month and then this month. Well, to Seth, to Godwin, to Alicia J. Davis, to Aaliyah J. Kiel, to Mateo, to Sydney Goudreau, and this mystery Mateka Holiday. Thank you all for sharing what makes your voice sacred. What the? What? You got a problem with me? I'm just here hosting Sacred Voices. What's up, man? Are you Mateka Holiday? Dramatic death. You guys are nuts back there. What are you doing? Give it up for Jason Voorhees. The most polite Jason Voorhees ever. Mateka, come back out here. I hear you giggling back there. Come here, Mateka. What are you doing? Get over here. Come on, get over here. All right, well, Jason is just retired. Thank you, Jason. They were like, go out there. Leave your mic back there. You're like, what happened to Cafe Cultura? All right. Well, anything can happen at Sacred Voices. Not usually. Usually it's just poetry and music and dancing. And we're open to theatrical moments. We are. I think that's what we've established here this evening. I don't know. I don't. I'm at a loss for words. What? What in the world? All right. Well, nonetheless, I feel like I should cleanse the space with a poem or something. Like, I don't really know. I don't want Bianca to come up here after Jason Voorhees. Let's find a poem. Hey, Mateka, I want to learn to trust you, but I don't know how. And you said, then don't learn to trust you. Then see what your heart has to say about me and follow that. I don't know what my heart has to say. So that was a poem that I found on Google. All right, our featured poet this evening is the lovely Bianca Mikahn. Now, Bianca Mikahn is an MC, poet, digital composer, cultural activist, performance artist, and mother born and raised here in Denver, Colorado. She's executive director of youth mental health based organization Check Your Head, and has been partner artist with leading creative educators, creative strategies for change and youth on record, excuse me. A TEDx alum, Mikahn's creation style is embodied and pragmatic, addressing themes of self-awareness, mental health, and liberation. Explorations in music production garnered Mikahn the title of Best Avant-Garde Band from Denver Westward. She has shared stages at Regis University, Denver University, Wyoming University, La Naples renowned Chateau in Nice. Is it Nice, France, right? It's Nice. It's not nice. It's Nice. Yeah. Every time I see it, I want to say nice. Chateau in Nice, France, and Stockholm, Sweden's historical Filkingen Theater. Through certifications in yoga, Satya 200, and embodied social justice, Embody Lab, Mikahn is honing embodied social, emotional learning and movement-based facilitation to encourage trauma-informed care and mental health first aid. I love that. Adult and youth modules in targeted communities. May I just say before you come up, in addition to all the wonderful things I just said, Bianca has truly been an inspiration to the community for many, many years. I personally remember I've always been about this height, but maybe I was like about this height. And I'm still very much so inspired by this lovely woman who's coming to the stage. Please give it up for Bianca Mikahn.
Got it. I love it though. That's service, you know. Hey y'all. Hi. We give it up for everybody who has raised this beautiful microphone this evening, this sacred microphone. As in make noise, as in thanks. This was supposed to be easier, you know. How you been breathing today? Yeah, solid. Gonna check on into it. Just feeling on into that jaw, yeah. I love. There's an amazing echo over here. I don't know if y'all have heard that. So we're gonna go ahead and do. I try to balance the set by putting the fire at the beginning because there has to be fire, obviously. It's our job to continuously cleanse the things. But then, you know, we've got to, I try to soften the landing here. So we'll make space for all of it. I'm going to start with one of my hearts, one of my favorites. We are ambling, awkwardly hopeful, along labyrinths planted deeply in mystifying contemplation, overgrown foliage partially obscuring faces. Sometimes it is near impossible to recognize self in the overwhelming barrage of piercing assumption. When you don't think, look, act, dance like them. Lone advocates sing patience, an upstream tune, burgeoning empathetic melodies, palms surrendered to an ever-changing sky, condensation of wondering struggle, a rain of why. Question mark droplets which never slay thirst. Collected thoughts pull with the stench of stagnation. Without action cannot extinguish these fires, sparking unbearable brilliance, requiring kindling that one should not seek alone. Bundles of hope too valuable to be carried in a single pair of arms. Weary droves seeking salvation, gingerly traveling down roads of recovery, sometimes silent enough to trick us into aching belief that no one else is here. All other sound merely echo. Rickety red tape bridges always seeming to appear right when our legs have lost their breath. Recovery can feel like ambition swallowing itself, like the sail in each lung deflating, like the first belly flop known to man. But you didn't choose this jump. Off the edge of self, can only occasionally even recall being pushed, and too often those who offer life raft belief are the ones all too familiar with drowning. And assumption always oppresses, even when born the offspring of deep care. Uneducated conclusions that only our testimony can offer compass to. We are the survivors of being lost in plain view. Finally finding fellowship, a garden of vocabulary our kin have planted in soil nurtured by fossilized pasts and reclaimed futures, full voices the shape of wildflowers able to resist the strongest winds and screaming storms, providing each other's of shelters of understanding. Rest here. Call me family. We see each other so clearly, and it has never been, nor will it be, easy. But with each other and our steady breaths and our eyes level to potential futures, we together recognize this health, this happiness, this, dare I claim, wholeness that we make possible for ourselves, for each other, when we demand to heal. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Yeah. So I'm a MC by trade, and it's really interesting. We're all here for the music. Whoo! I mean, the beginning set, and I apologize for not having. Can you shout out our first feature, our music feature? Nanvula. Oh my God. Baptisms. Oh, so amazing. But I say that to say, I've really enjoyed and often at my best, honestly practiced, and at my worst, kind of hidden behind some 808s for a bit. And poetry's always been home, always, always. And so it's just really interesting to feel the difference there. You know, what it is that poets do in terms of the very special, the very particular cadence that your lungs get from anybody else's lungs when you are truly living in their fullness and dancing with them. That is, it's delicious. It's wild. I'm thankful that you're getting that done. Yeah. You sound unsure about it. Look, aunties say when we see a crowd that's a particular size that we just make more noise out. I got a couple. I have been in movement for some amount of years. And it is really deep to see movements and efforts gain such ground and be so prolific and then be explicitly attacked. And the dance, I suppose, that fighting and working and living and loving for liberation is. And I mean, Mama jarred. She is jarred, but not overly so. I just realized today that these two pieces, this is new stuff. New shit. Thanks, poets. I also see this side of my hair in the thing, and I'm gonna do it. Oh, you can't leave your fro flat on one side. Don't you do me? I was using that angle. Okay. So these two pieces go together, and let's mind our own lungs and things. Let's keep breathing through it. Okay, it's gonna ache because it does. Ha! You know, and we gonna get through. Okay, it's a Swedish massage kind of style. The ratio of pain to movement, endurance for the sake of achievement despite hindrance, valor while bleeding, a champion's course, running in the rain from nothing towards less, to say I did it over and over again. To anyone who half listens, did you know? Can I tell you that I am bigger than this thing which has toppled so many, and I too will topple, though surely from something more impressive than this. I didn't rest, robbed each nucleus to stand this tall. Brutal ascension raised the forest of my comfort to build a metropolis where my face used to be. Nothing can stand in my way, not even love. Extracted each shiver from my bones, this skin unflinching, unresponsive. I could take it all. I can take it, and never once wondered if I should. The less than fit consider survival. If this life is indeed pain only, domination only, war only, see, compassion is long, lengthy, though more solid math. The flash bang of fight is swift and convincing, as most charlatans must be. So that's that piece. So I'm going to read this one, and then we're going to talk real quick about the squiggly lines. The funding will run out. Foundations trembling beneath the anvil of new directives, or the vision will be lost through the trauma of those serving, as serving is traumatic, through the culture that is anticipated as we embrace brutality, our only motivator, through the disappointment of human fallibility, what with the trauma and brutality and all, the steps will be laden with the doubt of those who are less committed, have less belief, are held by fear and all of its kin, with the self-serving nature of those who desire leadership, with the pain which birthed this effort. The relationships will be severed when the spot closes, when the mission statement changes, when the friend turned board member forgets the blessing of your laughter. If you are successful, the politicians will come, raising hopes that will dash at your feet, mispronouncing names and accomplishments, sending a representative in their stead. The people will be overwhelmed. The people will leave, have no choice but to break their own hearts doing it, dropping the soul standing on their shoulders, laying down finally in the system's most intentional cracks. and you will wrap your life in it. Call work family. Call my work is my hobby. Call my work is my life. Mourn the babies you didn't have, the markings on your tender body, the people never met as they made not one rally and didn't care for open mics. And you'll still brag about how much you can carry, knowing it's never done. Because in this brutally efficient system, it was never supposed to be. Okay, breathe. I know. It is fucking true. Excuse me, it's true. I'm good. Woo! Okay, it is. And it is. And I think so much about every piece of it, particularly now. And I think about my kin in Minneapolis, and I think about the incredible, incredible folks surviving in Gaza, in Sudan, Venezuela, Iran right now. And the fire that takes us out into the streets. And the pain that maybe does make us donate a bit more, or I don't know, be put in a position where we have to donate less. I don't know. I am one of the 300,000 people being directly hunted and targeted, particularly Black femmes, being targeted by this administration along, I mean, of course, with the rest of us. Like, nobody is out of the thing. But effectively chased within the professional sectors and such. And with all of that, and checking in too, because I bet we held a breath. Maybe not all of us, but some of us held our breath just now. And those two things are a lot of what I hope we're talking about and feeling about and working about, because it is that much. And so what is the work? What is your work? How do you keep your breath right now? How do you ensure that we don't take a squiggly line? Yeah, I know QR code. Sometimes it's hard to connect to. These spaces must exist. It absolutely takes us. We keep us safe. Yeah. Okay. I felt the chill too. So that means that we're all in here. I need to feel the things. So take care of what is important to you. Like, if it is sacred, that is something that doesn't actually have a shared practice in Western culture of sharing sacredness. And we are building that in all of these moments. And I'm just naming that they are precious. They are tender. They are Fabergé eggs. You got to hold that. Please hold the things that you need, that are holding you, that are sacred. I guess that was a freestyle or some shit. Keep me honest. Okay. Good deal. I did oh yay, I found these short poems. They're fucking precious. These are precious. So I'm gonna read them out loud. And I really appreciate the metered poems, like the interludes, because I forget, that we can do that and write in such ways. Free verse keeps her very often. But this is called, it even has a title, it's called Chasing Sky. They say I shouldn't be here, should have been here before, that there's none of me now, but there did used to be more, that I stand out too much and must please work to blend, that fall winds are strong, and rightly I should bend, that so much work will be stolen, that my petals are a risk, that not every sniff is safe born, that even thieves know how to kiss, How could they, I wonder, miss my point by and by? I'll not trouble with the soil when I'm chasing the sky. Little precious. These are little bits which somebody, as a baby came up in the slam community. I'd be trying to like, is it okay that that's all that it was? I still have that in me, like, oof, it's not even a haiku death match. Like, is it okay that that's short? I think this is hilarious. Let's see what this is. This is called corporal endearment. Once I got a whooping for almost getting myself significantly hurt. You know the kind. Confusion still hungers in the back galleys of my mind. Oh, this war of safety. That's all. That's just it, right? Gave us one of those little. That's what I was hoping it would do, though. Yeah. Right. Oh. That's not each other. It's a thinker. Little bit more rage, and then we'll make some plans together. Just a little bit. A lot of bit. I really hope you're making somatic and very physical practices for your rage. There's a lot of clenching. There's a lot. Whoa. It is a lot. There's a lot to grab right now. Try and hold on to you. Gotta make the spaces to do those things. Oh, where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. More new shit. A bunch of new shit. May it never make sense. I mean, ever fucking ever. Not one thread of a glimmer of an understanding outside of knowing a growl echoes endless in the right canyon. May it always and forever confound me how they do what they fought and lied and betrayed and slandered and labored and subverted and desecrated and ignored and brutalized and misinformed and sinned to do to each other and themselves and their mothers, and even occasionally the most bold of them, their fathers and their neighbors, if they ever saw themselves as having such. Maybe those were always moving targets, someday promises of temporary thrill. Not people, humans, children, so many children, a future's worth of children. What could make a piece of good sense? A river of blood has no predictable currents. I've never wished to reduce us to madness, but here we are, lovelessly magnetizing pain like we've forgotten every other option. And it's lazy, illogical, and maybe worst of all, it's bad fucking math. Not a piece, not a piece, not a piece of sense. I didn't know that poem does that. I did, kind of. I did. We're all doing it to each other. we got to keep feeling where it is. And that's something that I am so thankful, like in just deep prayerful gratitude, to have spaces where we can remind and be reminded that it's not okay. More than a private cry in the car on the way to the next thing, because that's how we're metabolizing this shit right now. And that's so unnatural and so wild. So I free cry. And that's where you just cry wherever you need to, however you need to, within reason. I care about trigger warnings and like loud sounds where you didn't expect them. But grocery store, yes, bitch, you better cry in the grocery store and make eye contact when you do it. Leave the tears on your face and be like, oh no, yes, excuse me. While you're reaching for olives, okay? I swear to God, like if we don't bring the humanity into every moment in reasonable and safe ways, we gotta find that, right? Then hey, they might be winning. They don't exist. They kind of do. I don't know. Okay, let's turn a little bit. This is another quirky little thing. If I can find her. Maybe I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Gotta be allowed to feel that. It's likely none of my business who is at my funeral. No directives will be left, though I do giggle with these gifts of breath at the misplaced gestures we offer in life and beyond. Post-transition, I intend to only stoke love, and it seems the type of sentiment relegated for laden bodies to house. Counting and clenching, it's not my business who sits at the husk of me, vying or remembering or putting on a spectacular show, though that part I will notice. I am connected to that which I am connected to. A fact untarnished by one party, made specifically for Earthside, when I've become wings and light and color refracted, with not one plan to haunt my fresh spirit or anyone else's. Nothing from here will be carried but hearts. Could you imagine? The ghetto. So, one of the best poets I have ever known, anywhere, ever had the honor of working with, loving, getting to celebrate and debate with and create with, recently became an ancestor. Rolanda Simmons, my babe, my love, our love, through the out loud dreaming and inspiration of Rolanda's mother, Sharonda, and the incredible efforts of Susie Q. Smith. To know her is to love her. There is now a scholarship in Rolanda's name. And so there are ways through my social media, which is just my name, to find and contribute. We are working towards establishing, if we get up to $25,000 within the next 5 years, then it will be in an endowment, which means it will exist in perpetuity, so all of the young poets and healers and light workers can have additional support in name of the amazing existence that Rolanda had. And I'm going to read one of her poems. I got to read this the other night at the opening, the kickoff for the scholarship. And it's just everything, and it helps with the ouch. H-line supernova. One late fall morning, I sat on the H-line train heading for Denver, my head full of worry about past deeds and future failures, ears full of Coltrane's sax wailing notes to high heaven for his love supreme. I peered out the window as the sun peeked from underneath the gloomy down comforter of cloudy morning. Her rays reflected off the dark eyes of office buildings sitting near the freeway, then bounced towards me. Suddenly, I had a vision. I saw myself, outside myself yet present, striding up the highest, greenest summit, staring the sun in all of her golden glory right in her face. I swallowed a ball of light that morning. Indeed, I took sunlight, high noon, gathered it in my fingertips, rolled it around like a marble, molten, kneaded it like dough as more poured in. I swallowed it, and it warmed me. It lit up the mold-grown dark places where I kept decayed promises and dreams hidden, hoarded, and delayed, burned away. Clear as day, I knew then that I was a star, swallowing a star, becoming unto myself a supernova. I let the sunshine in and glowed. Everything was alight and all right. I opened my eyes. There I sat and I smiled with a warm, full throat as John Coltrane exhaled after playing his final note. Right. Oh, one time, all of the time, endless times for Rolanda Simmons. Oh. We carry her as she carries us into the rooms. What? How are we? Okay, I'm going to do one more because that's what feels right. And y'all have hit squiggly lines, and you've got your ways that you're going to keep yourself so taken care of and well resourced, so that we don't become the challenges or join or burn out in all of the wildness that is afoot. Deal? Deal. Cool. What's your struggle meal when your brain's about to break? Mine is salmon. Too soon? Okay. Just plan it at home. Okay. Just plan it. The salmon salad, the greens, and blueberries. It's like, oh, look. There's more than sadness. I'm talking about skill. You know, we got to apply some things. Oh, okay. Wow, I mostly did my set list tonight. What? Who is she? I actually said who I was going to be, and then I agreed with myself. Right? That's just why, do y'all know? Like, it's wild. This is kind of like how I opened a piece that really anchors me, that I really appreciate being able to revisit in my own bones. And maybe parts of it I'll be able to retire someday. Who knows? Awe-inspiring collectives can be found in the tiniest corners of nature, like neurons, like insects, like Starlings blanketing the sky. To live, to thrive, to have enough, maybe even to distribute in spite of inhibited acquisition, to lift upon air with seemingly clipped wings, to inflate new ideas pressed upon lungs, manifesting this most giving, this most connected, most sacred soul. See, we have always built the boots and the straps and the sinew tensed for pulling. We have always responded to struggle with familiar capability, an extra ladle dished onto an unplanned plate. An extra blanket on a bed laced foot to head to foot with cousins, always giving first. Consistent, solemn promises to never stand idle in the face of our brethren's need, in the face of our sistren's loss, in the face of vicious threat. Such active work to inhibit our vision. Machines reading biometrics as though a computer camera could recognize our countenance more clearly than a neighbor's caring eye. This narrative of destitution, endless and monolithic, and always inaccurately reported. I've never once met. I can't believe it even still exists, the idea of a welfare queen, or a thug, or an insurgent. I have consistently witnessed humans and more humans and endless amounts of humans in need. And currency is the weakest resource we own because it cannot plan and engage the way a mind might, does not envelop and nurture the way a heart might, seems to allow mastery of experience. But experience was not always currency's pet. Once it roamed unbridled in the countenance of tribes and villages' inherent understanding of our value. Because we are so valuable. How does humanity save itself from the maw of industrial greed? How do we fly free without risking ourselves prey in these schools, in these swarms, in these herds, in these flocks? We could be the murmuration of the starling, each winged partner coordinating with its 7 most immediate counterparts, creating a pulsing cloud of iridescent black, this visual spectacle of thousands sweeping, pulling, dipping, redoubling. This phenomenon actually an illustrious dance born of defense. No scientist able to identify how such vast flocks maneuver with complete cohesion. Every bird responding with speed, grace, and accuracy. No single fowl leading the flock. All movements governed collectively, maintaining motion so fluid, it makes the blood in our human veins ache and race with wonder. This intimacy with wind currents. This result of countless butterfly effects, crashing over each other's inevitability, tipping points defying gravity, organizing for the sake of survival. Beautiful causation in response to considerable peril. Every finger and feather and wing and buck and prayer essential. One might think, I sometimes think, in this fecund wilderness of a world, that only the largest, most aggressive entities are allowed to procure safety. But the numbers we might find our strength in are endless and brilliantly adept at converting the horizons into vistas of sweeping change. When our little tiny pieces find their absolute perfect places, We recognize ourselves a skybound mosaic soaring past the jaded and antiquated naysayers and back into the soaring arms of the people. Thanks, Sacred Voices. Ah, what a joy, what a pleasure, what a dream. I'm gonna be, watch me shout stuff out because I remember things. I'm gonna be at She Who Speaks of the Garden Riot, Mike at Whittier Cafe on the 28th. I really believe it's the 28th. We're going to double check that in a little bit. She Who Speaks of the Garden Riot. I hope to see you there and all of the other creative spaces. Take care of your hearts and each other.
Give it up for Bianca Mikahn. Now, Bianca, I know you're packing up and you're getting ready to get out of here. I'm a little nosy. I'm just curious, okay? With as creative as you are, and as an amazing storyteller, poet, activist, and all the hats that you wear, do you ever take a moment to take off the hats and just decompress and ground? Like, what does grounding look like for you?
A somatic dance. You gotta. So if you pop this one over here, and then this one you want to get, and then it's a little there, and then and then lots of snaking up through the spine. The cameraman is tripping. I mean that deeply. The creative movement of the body is absolutely everything. And something that's always been important in my life and in my home, my family, we're all mirror dancers. Yeah. Anybody? Where you dance in the mirror when nobody else is home?
Oh, yeah.
And then when they come in, you get caught. You're like, oh my God, I'm on fire. It's an amazing feeling. I recommend it. No, just lots of dancing in my home growing up. So it's really great to have those tools. Cooking has been huge recently, just like really meditating on into that, those processes. And finding some water to hit.
Yeah.
Let it hit me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Bianca, you are nothing shy of a light in the community and just in this world. So thank you for being here. I feel very blessed to be able to tell you that to your face, because sometimes we don't have, the opportunity to tell people to their face. So just thank you for existing. Thank you for being here. Truly, thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred, ma'am. And I would love to connect with you after and just hear more about, everything you have going on. Give it up one more time for Bianca Mikahn. Yes, yes. Well, it's about that time that, they're going to start kicking us out, and the people from the back are going to come out here with brooms and say, go on, get. She's like, word? No, it won't be like that. But prior to that, I want to invite Mix J to the stage. We also have a workshop every third Friday that is a part of Sacred Voices.
Thank you, Saturday. Thank you, everybody, for being here at our open mic. Another one of the, by the way, my name is Mix J. I'm one of the board members, and I do host the monthly workshop that we have, which is every currently third Friday, which is next week. I won't be here this month or next month, so I'm having a wonderful substitution this month, and then TBD for next month. Anybody familiar with Miriam? Yeah. So Miriam will be hosting a essentially transforming poems, new and old, into songs potentially, and kind of like you're not required to sing, but it's kind of like connecting those. That's why it's great for like songwriters also to come and stuff. And at the workshops, everyone's always welcome. You don't have to be a poet, a musician, anyone in particular. You can write stories, but that'll be cool because it's an interactive workshop every third Friday. And I've speaking of movement, I was like, ooh, I knew you were gonna bring movement up and dance, because that is where I see you mostly in the community, in the dance scene. So I've had movement in my workshop, and different interactions, like very heavy, like group work and stuff like that. So I will be back with that in May, But please come out. It'll be next Friday at Lighthouse Writers Workshop, 6 to 8, and there will be snacks provided as well. So yeah, if you have ever received those yellow flyers that we have with our open mic, our radio show, and our workshop, it is the last one on the on that flyer too. But we'll update that. We'll update y'all when the stuff changes. But yeah, I hope you can make it. I know it's going to be a fabulous time because Miriam and I have collaborated a lot over the years. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And thanks so much for coming. Back to you, Saturday.
Yes. Mix J is also an amazing poet as well, and I know we weren't able to get to you this evening. If we weren't so, tight on time, I'd be like, get up here. But please come back. 6 open mics in the last week is wild. That's wild. Stay busy. Yeah, just super grateful for each of you for being here. I like to do this thing before I get out of here, and that's make eye contact with everybody and tell you thank you for being here. Super special. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Super special. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Seriously, thank you all for being here. My name is Sarah Day. I'm really bad about saying that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm an artist and creative, also born and raised here in Denver. They can't get rid of me. I love it. You're not going to price me out. I'm staying. So I'll just leave by saying that only you can make me smile like that and bring me right back to life when I've been moving too fast. Life's been moving too fast. It makes me wonder, how could I have gone this long? What's a melody if I can't sing along? Feel your energy around me all day long. It was you all along. This has been Sacred Voices Live. Thank you so much. We'll see you every second Friday. Get home safe. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much to Bianca Mikahn. Thank you so much to Nambula earlier. And thank you to each one of you who have made this space so sacred. Take care, y'all. And Bianca, this is yours.